Saved by the Bell gave an entire generation their favorite high school friends across 4 unforgettable seasons at Bayside High. The students who ruled those hallways went on to live lives far more dramatic and surprising than anything shown on screen. Here is what the whole cast has been up to in 2026. Number 1, we have Mark Paul Gosselaar as Zach Morris, the smooth-talking blonde schemer who carried a giant cell phone back in 1989. He was only 15 when the show began and appeared in all 86 episodes, becoming one of the most recognizable teen faces on television. Now 52, he moved on to serious roles in NYPD Blue and several other shows, completely leaving his pretty boy image behind. He married twice, has 4 kids, and even came back to play an older Zach as California's governor in the 2020 reboot. Number 2, we have Tiffani Thiessen as Kelly Kapowski, the sweet and beloved cheerleader who every teenager had a crush on during the early 90s. She joined the show at just 15 and appeared in 76 episodes, winning hearts with her warm and likable personality. Now 52, she reinvented herself by playing a bad girl on Beverly Hills 90210 and later led the cast of White Collar for several successful seasons. She married actor Brady Smith in 2005, has 2 children, and also became a cooking show host and cookbook author. Number 3, we have Mario Lopez as AC Slater, the muscular and competitive jock with the famous dimples and a mullet that defined an era. He was 16 when the show started and was in all 86 episodes, always the guy doing pull-ups and winning wrestling matches. Now 53, he shifted from acting to hosting and has been a familiar face on Extra and Access Hollywood for many years. He married Courtney Mazza in 2012 after a brief failed first marriage, has 3 children, and still looks like he never left the gym. Number 4, we have Lark Voorhees as Lisa Turtle, the stylish and wealthy best friend who always had the best outfits and the sharpest comebacks at Bayside. She was 15 when filming began and appeared in every single episode as the lovable and fashionable member of the group. Now 52, her life after the show has been genuinely difficult and sad, with public struggles related to mental health and a career that never found firm footing again. She was notably left out of the reboot, and watching her story unfold over the years has been painful for fans who adored her character. Number 5, we have Dennis Haskins as Mr. Richard Belding, the well-meaning but easily outwitted principal who could never quite get the upper hand on Zach Morris. He was 39 when the show launched and appeared in all 86 episodes as the lovable authority figure everyone rooted for despite his constant failures. Now 76, he continued playing Belding in the spin-off series and the reboot, and has remained the most dedicated and enthusiastic supporter of the show's legacy. He regularly attends fan conventions, has never married, and has always been open and humble about the financial realities that many older sitcom actors face. Number 6, we have Leah Remini as Stacy Kroschke, a summer romance character who appeared in just 7 episodes during the Malibu Sands arc in 1991. She was only 21 at the time, playing a girl caught between her father's strict rules and her feelings for Zach during a beach vacation. Now 56, she became a household name through The King of Queens, and then became even more famous for bravely leaving the Church of Scientology and exposing its alleged abuses through her Emmy-winning documentary series. She has been married to Angelo Pagans since 2003 and is widely respected for the personal risks she took to speak her truth. Number 7, we have Dustin Diamond as Screech Powers, the lovable and goofy nerd who was desperately in love with Lisa Turtle throughout the entire run of the show. He was just 12 years old when Saved by the Bell began, making him the youngest main cast member, and he appeared in all 86 episodes. Sadly, Dustin passed away in February 2021 at only 44 years old from lung cancer, just weeks after receiving his diagnosis. His years after the show were filled with poor decisions, public controversies, a damaging tell-all book, and a legal arrest, making his story one of the most heartbreaking in the entire history of the show. Number 8, we have Leanna Creel as Tori Scott, the cool leather jacket-wearing biker girl who replaced Kelly and Jessie during the strange final episodes of 1992. She was 21 when she joined the cast for just 10 episodes, and her character's sudden appearance and equally sudden disappearance became known among fans as the Tori Paradox. Now 55, she quietly walked away from acting, earned a master's degree from UCLA, came out as a lesbian, married her wife Rena Greenberg in 2008, and built a happy life with 4 children while working behind the camera as a producer and editor. She rarely talks about her Saved by the Bell days and seems genuinely content with the quieter path she chose. Number 9. We have Ed Alonzo as Max, the fun and friendly owner of the Max Diner, who used real magic tricks to entertain the gang in 22 episodes from 1989 to 1992. He was around 27 during his time on the show and brought genuine professional skills to the role, since he was already a working magician before being cast. Now 64. He has spent decades performing magic for celebrities and corporations, worked alongside legends like David Copperfield, and built a thriving career that never depended on his acting fame. He still appears at Saved by the Bell events and is one of the few cast members who had a successful career path completely separate from Hollywood. Number 10, we have Tori Spelling as Violet Bickerstaff, the sweet nerdy girl who became Screech's love interest across 5 episodes between 1990 and 1992. She was around 17 during her appearances and already had famous connections since her father was powerful Hollywood producer Aaron Spelling. Now 53, her life has been one of the most publicly dramatic in all of entertainment, including a marriage that began with mutual cheating, 5 children, ongoing money troubles despite her wealthy upbringing, and a separation from husband Dean McDermott in 2023. Violet was a tiny role, but Tori Spelling's real life became a never-ending tabloid story that no writer could have scripted. Number 11, we have Elizabeth Berkley as Jessie Spano, the passionate and driven overachiever best remembered for her emotional caffeine pill breakdown that became a cultural moment. She was 17 when the show started and appeared in 76 episodes, with everyone expecting her to become one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Now 54, her career took a devastating blow in 1995 when she starred in the infamous film Showgirls, which became one of the most mocked movies ever made, and essentially shut doors that had been wide open for her. She married artist Greg Lauren in 2003, has 1 son, appeared briefly in the reboot, and has spent years trying to move forward from a single decision that defined how the industry saw her. Number 12, we have Ernie Sabella as Leon Kroske, the grumpy and demanding manager of the Malibu Sands Beach Club who appeared in 7 episodes during the 1991 summer storyline. He was around 42 during his brief time on the show and left little impression compared to what he would later accomplish. Now 77, most people around the world know his voice without knowing his face because he is the man behind Pumbaa in Disney's The Lion King, a role he voiced in the original 1994 film and continued across sequels, series, and video games for many years. Ernie also had a strong Broadway career and stands as a perfect example of a working actor who found one truly iconic role that will outlast everything else he ever did.